guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here, and welcome to a brand new career mode video. Yes, today it is going to be something that isn't Masters FC. Yes, I already see the comment section. What the fuck? What the fuck? This isn't Masters FC. Yes, I know, I am sorry. There will be a new episode of the Masters FC career mode coming out soon. Do not worry. No, today what we're going to be doing, ladies and gentlemen, is something a bit different. Obviously, as I'm sure the vast majority of you know, especially if you play over on consoles, that now you can play with icons in career mode. Okay, now before we actually start today's video, let me fill you in on a bit of a funny story about this whole thing. I recorded this video, as you may have heard me reference the fact that icons had just been released onto consoles to play with them in career mode. I recorded this video right when that happened, and I just forgot about it. That has never happened to me before. And so I decided, well, rather than waste it, and it's a good video. But yeah, now you filled in, let's get back into it. Today, what I am going to do is take one of these icons, of course, I think we all know who it is, the man himself, Ronaldinho, and instead I'm going to ask and answer the question, what would happen if Ronaldinho was to start his playing career today? Not 20-something years ago, today. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I've put Ronaldinho in his first ever professional club, like Gremio, geez, how do I pronounce it? Gremio, whatever it is. Basically, what we have done is reduce his overall to the lowest it has ever been in FIFA, or at least recorded. One of his lowest overalls, 81, which I think is probably about fair. We have also set his potential to match that of his prime icon card. So Ronaldinho has a 94 rated prime card. That means we have given him 94 potential with an 81 overall. We've put him back into the current team of his first professional club, and basically what we're going to do is recreate his career and re-simulate it and see what happens. Does he still go to PSG, Barcelona, and then go to AC Milan and bounce around a bunch of other Brazilian clubs, or does his career look completely different? And just before we really get underway with this, I will let you know that this video was brought to you by ASUS and their ROG Intel range. ASUS have officially launched their ROG Intel 2020 range, and only like a day or so ago was actually the host and MC of their Gaming Champions launch event. We had a bunch of people tuning in from all over the world, had a couple of guests that a few of you I think might probably recognize. Other Australian YouTube and content creators like Muso and Loserfruit as well. And it was sick, you know, because we just got to have a really awesome chat about everything cool that ASUS is going to be launching with. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us tonight for the launch of the ASUS Republic of Gamers latest range of laptops in collaboration with Intel. By far one of the coolest pieces in the whole range though is the Zephyrus Duo 15. This thing just looks insane for a gaming laptop. It's got an Intel i9 CPU, it's got an RTX 2080 Super GPU, and it's just, oh my god, a super slender chassis. The thing just looks ridiculous. But let's talk about the most obvious thing that's sick about this laptop. It's one of a kind secondary display, which just looks just nuts. It's a secondary touchscreen for innovative multitasking that brings gaming, streaming, working, and just chatting together all in one complete portable device. And I tell you what, every single content creator I know, almost everyone has at least two screens. Even people that don't create content, two screens, two monitors, that's just how it goes. And now on a laptop, you can have that. It's not a wonder that this thing is the flagship of the ROG Intel range. And of course, it's not only the second screen that makes it sick for gaming, but also the fact that the more powerful GPU just means higher frame rates, more immersive gaming, and just a better experience overall. And from a content creator standpoint as well, you could use that second screen to like monitor chat, stream controls while playing the actual game you're playing on the main screen. It's next level. ASUS showed off a bunch of other awesome products in their range, like the Zephyrus S17 and S15, the Zephyrus M15, the Strix Scar 15 and 17, and also the Strix G15 and 17 too. Be sure to check that bad boy out, and just be sure to check out the whole range, really. The link will be in the description, because this thing just looks insane. But yeah, thank you regardless for ASUS for not just one, having me on as the host and the MC of your launch event, because that was so much fun, but thank you for supporting and sponsoring this video as well. You guys are sick. Take a look at him. There's the man himself. Again, 18 years of age, because that's pretty much the age that he was at when he was playing for this football club. Has the potential to be special, so you know he's got potential to crack on and get to the ratings that we know he was capable of getting to, or that he would get to. Now, here's how everything's going to work, okay? The first season, we're just going to simulate to the end. We're going to see how he goes in his first professional season, not bother about transfers or anything, see how he does, hopefully makes a bit of a name for himself. I'm sure he'll do pretty well in this team. And then in the next season, I am sure we'll hopefully start getting a little bit of attention from the European clubs, and we'll see what sort of offers he does get. We'll be taking a look at all the goals he scores, all the assists he gets throughout his career, and we'll also be looking at trophies and titles as well to, compare between his recreated career and his actual career. But that's how it's all going to go down. Let's advance now to the end of his first ever season. Well then, at the end of his first season, he ended up winning the league. He has got 13 goals and 4 assists from 28 appearances. And you know what? He was 81 at the beginning. He's now 84. So he's grown by a fair bit, has a very good overall, and has got respectable numbers. And only being 19 years of age, he's definitely got to get some attention. So that's one league title, of course, winning the Brazilian league by a decent margin. I've advanced ahead a little further to the 1st of July, so we're already a little of the way through this Brazilian league. But we're at the beginning now of a brand new transfer window and the beginning of the European season. So we'll see what sort of offers we get for him. We have a very, very interesting offer here from Everton. 120 million is what they're willing to offer for Ronaldinho. Everton have this sort of money. I mean, clearly Richarlison worked reasonably well for them. You see other offers that sort of came, Gremio's. Again, I can't wait until he moves on so I never have to say this team's name again and worry about it, getting it wrong. But apparently Spurs went in for him, Napoli went in for him. I'm very surprised that we haven't seen like some top dogs go for him, but Everton, that it clearly worked well for him with Richarlison, but now they're going another step further. I think this football club would be out of their mind not to accept something like this, so we are going to accept it and see if he ends up going. Maybe there might be another offer in the meanwhile. And yeah, there it is. Confirmation. Ronaldinho, instead of going to PSG from Brazil, he goes to Everton. Very, very interesting. Well, he never played in the Premier League. He is 19 years of age. The first club he goes to upon leaving Brazil is a Premier League team. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ronaldinho to Everton. You never thought you'd see the day. Him in that shirt just looks a bit... It's mad. If only Everton knew. I mean, they splashed the cash for him, so clearly they know. And you know what? I think I've decided I'm going to follow them as well. I'm going to follow him in his career. I've now taken over as manager of Everton, so we'll manage the team while he's playing for them and continue to see what sort of offers he gets. So, I've gone ahead and put Ronaldinho. Yes, he's a left winger, but I think we'll chuck him at center attacking midfield. I think that's probably the best position for him. Obviously, Bernard at the left, Iwobi on the right-hand side, and Ronaldinho will probably hopefully get more action in this position too, just behind Moise Kean. So, yeah, Ronaldinho at Everton, people. Let's see what a season at Everton is like for an 86 rated, hopefully soon to be a lot higher, Ronaldinho. We're off and running again for his second professional season. Let's see what he finishes this one with. So then, at the end of his first ever Premier League season and his second season in total, it looks like no league title, no surprises there. Everton nowhere even close. They finish in 9th place with 51 points. No league titles of any kind, really, it has to be said, but Ronaldinho up to an 89 overall at the age of 20. That's very impressive, and I'm sure probably higher rated than he was at this stage anyway, but in his real life. But regardless, 21 goals, 9 assists we can add to his career total from 39 appearances. Not bad at all there. Unfortunately, no silverware to go with it though. Okay, a brand new season now in the Premier League, and hopefully this one we do a little bit better, but I still can't see Everton exactly winning. Maybe apart from a potential Carabao Cup or FA Cup. I don't know if Ronaldinho is going to get any titles here. But we'll continue to advance on ahead. If we do get any offers for Ronaldinho, I will let you know. But to be fair, you move to a new club, you typically will spend at least 2 years there before you eventually move on. I mean, that's only about right for a big money signing. So I'd probably imagine Ronaldinho will play at least 2 full seasons at each club before he, if he does, eventually move on. Who knows? He could completely change Everton's fortunes around. All is to be said and, eventually found out. Well, another season in the books. This time Everton they do a bit better. They do a bit better. They do get to 7th, but they still miss out on European football. They didn't win any titles or any silverware. Look at Man City just running away with the league. God damn. But Ronaldinho, though, god damn, he's now up to 92 with his overall. Holy sheesh, baby. Like, Jesus Christ. 20 goals and 10 assists in the Premier League alone. That's mad. But 23 goals and 11 assists for his entire season. That is one short of getting a goal or an assist every single game. That's mad. He's too good, man. He's too good for Everton. Surely next season a big money transfer has to be on the horizon. Anyway, though, we're in a brand new season. We're just advancing through the transfer, just window in general. No offers for him yet, but surely there's got to be some coming. Unless there's an offer right here, and even then I don't know if it'll go through in time. Nah, nothing. Okay, it looks like he's probably going to end up spending at least another half a season at Everton. This is some crazy stuff, man. All right, he's still at Everton for a 3rd season, at least for the time being. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, well, we have an update. We are halfway through this current transfer window, or at least the January transfer window, so basically halfway through the season. Arsenal coming in with a $244 million offer. Players like Ronaldinho, 93 rated at 22 years of age, this is probably about the money that they'd be getting, or this would probably what they'd probably have to be paying in order to get a player like this. He's basically about Neymar, about his overall, except maybe a few years even younger. No way Everton's turning down that kind of money. I don't even know how Arsenal even has that sort of money, but it looks like Ronaldinho is just going to be bouncing around the Premier League now, and he's going to Arsenal. There it is too, confirmation, he is off. He is going to the Gunners to complete this Premier League season. There it is, Arsenal. Ronaldinho in an Arsenal shirt, wow. And look, I hate to say it, but I don't really know if this Arsenal side is much of an improvement for Ronaldinho, but poor guy is just not getting the support he needs. He's got a great striker up top, but I mean, Moise Kean got up to a pretty high rating, a similar-ish rating to Martinez as is, and the rest of his teammates are like barely above 80. Like maybe, okay, Klosterman's all right, and Barrios at an 83. Everyone else is just a bit meh. I mean, look, man, Arsenal are lower rated than Everton. I can't believe it. Ronaldinho must have just gone for the cheddar, honestly. Like, there's no other explanation. Deary me, well, let's go. At least he must have moved for Champions League football, because Arsenal is still in that competition, regardless of how poor they may be doing. Well, at the end of the season, Arsenal somehow managed to get above Everton. I'm sure Ronaldinho leaving had a fair bit to do with that. But there we go. 7th place. It'll have to be European or Europa League football for him again. But still no titles for Ronaldinho apart from just the Brazilian league. Meanwhile, he just puts up numbers. 26 goals and 6 assists in this season for Ronaldinho, as well as getting up to his 94 overall and, of course, reaching his potential. Of course, the 94 potential was what he had because that was the highest, his rating is, Why is it so hard for me to say that was the potential he had because that was the rating of his prime card? My God. My Lord, man. All right, this is mad. This is a mad career. This is... All right, whatever though. We'll kick on to the next season. Hopefully Arsenal change their fortunes. We've moved ahead to the next season. I've done Arsenal a bit of a favour. We've bolstered their team up a bit, getting Fernandes in and a region by the name of Wijnhoven here who's got decent ratings. So hopefully that's improved the team a little bit. Maybe they can do a bit more. Give Ronaldinho a bloody bit of support, for crying out loud. And we are off and rolling for another season. Surely this time, with that sort of a team, with those improvements, maybe Ronaldinho might finally get his first piece of silverware in England. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this season. Arsenal in 5th. This is Ronaldinho's highest finish in the Premier League. Arsenal are they're not fit to have this man on their team. They're just not. But to be fair to them, 86 points is bloody respectable. But look at everyone else. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy. Like Man City with 109 points, for crying out loud. That is absolutely mental. But yes, indeed, it's sadly no more titles still for Ronaldinho even this season. He's now reached, by the way, a 96. He's exceeded his potential now. I think dynamic potential is doing its work and he's doing bits. He is now just freakish, okay? And he's got 38 goals and 15 assists from 55 appearances. Now, come on, man. If this man does not win a single title in his career outside of Brazil, I'm going to be fuming. Ain't no way after 2 years and 2 seasons, it wasn't even 2 seasons, it was like a season and a half. I think he'd still probably be looking to get out the door even now. You know what? I'm sure when we get more offers for him, he'd probably be looking to be heading off. Okay, brand new season. Off we go, advancing on ahead. I'm keeping a keen eye on these transfer offers. Surely they're coming. Oh, now, here we go. It's a transfer offer from, I'm not even going to call them what they're called. It's Juventus. They are coming in with a $321 million offer. Some of the money now is mad right here, but Arsenal get a return and more than a return on their investment. And Ronaldinho finally gets to leave England. Like, seriously, it's just not worked out for him. Everton, Arsenal, forget about it. They've given him nothing. I reckon that's the move for him then. Ronaldinho on his way to Serie A. And there is the confirmation. Ronaldinho, of course, he ended up going to Italy later in his career to AC Milan. But not AC Milan this time. It's Juventus instead. And oh my God. Now this is a team that can not just surely dominate within Italy, but surely contend in Europe as well. Look at this team. It's got some regens in it that are banging. Like, look at their goalkeeper. He's 89. Their left back is 87. And then we've got a man up top here, Morgado Pereira. Surely, there is no way that we aren't going to see finally Ronaldinho win some silverware. As a matter of fact, they just played the Super Cup. And it looks like they won it 2 on penalties. Finally, Ronaldinho wins some bloody silverware. He wins Europe. Oh my God, that took so long. Let's see what else then he can add to his trophy cabinet, because right now it is so empty for a player of his overall. At the end of this season, Piemonte Calcio dominating the league. AC Milan, to their credit, fighting, but still double-digit points behind, really. So there we go. Ronaldinho with his first European League title as well. He won the Super Coppa, so there's another cup competition. He lost the Coppa Nazionale final, though, so not a treble in Italy. So at the end of this season, Ronaldinho adds a league title, a domestic cup, and a Super Cup to his tally of titles. And on top of that, just for shits and gigs, because domestic, or what do you call it? Bloody dynamic potential is so fucking busted. He's got 99 overall now. That's just it. Fair enough. He's apparently the best ever. And he gets 40 goals and 18 assists this season as well. Mad numbers. All right, good shit, Ronaldo. Good shit. That's the end of this first season with Juventus. Pretty damn successful, if you don't mind me saying. When's the Champions League coming, though? That's the one. Now, I fully believe that Ronaldinho, especially after wasting like the first 4 years of his professional career in England, getting nothing with Everton and Arsenal, that he would now know, holy crap, I'm in a good place here. I couldn't see Ronaldinho leaving Juventus for a long time here. So I'm assuming he'll be here for quite a number of seasons. And this is probably the best shot that he's got on a team like this to really establish himself, having a brilliant career, and surely challenge for Champions League. So I would have imagined that Ronaldinho will be here for a few more seasons. Let's see how he goes in his second season with Juventus. In his second season with Juventus, Ronaldinho wins another league title, no surprise. He wins a Super Coppa, and he wins the Coppa Nazionale, so that's 2 more domestic cup trophies, and basically an Italian treble. He did fall short, unfortunately, in the quarterfinals, losing to Bayern in the Champions League, so still no Champions League. But in this season, he finishes with 45 goals and 14 assists. All right, he's dominating in Italy, fair play, but yeah, you know, it's just the Champions League now at this point for him. He's finally starting to stack up some titles, though, which is nice. Yes, he ended up joining the best team in Italy by far, but at least he's now getting some silverware. Off we roll now with another season, and I just think it's, if he stays here long enough, only a matter of time till he wins the Champions League. I really do, with the team as ridiculously good as it is. Oh, wouldn't you believe it? Juventus winning the Serie A again. Yes, that's the league title. They lost the Super Coppa to AC Milan, so no title there. Coppa Nazionale, they lost to Milan as well. Wow. Unbelievable scenes, but it all doesn't matter, because Ronaldinho wins his first Champions League with Juventus, 4-0 pumping of Atletico Madrid. His first ever European title, although we've got to be honest, this season a bit of a slowdown in terms of his numbers. You know, he's only 26. He's hitting his basically prime right now, you know, if he wasn't already 99 years ago. But only the 25 goals, 10 assists. But yeah, life at Juventus has been going pretty well for Ronaldinho. I mean, we'll still keep looking at transfer offers, and you never know. But it would have to be something pretty massive to take him out of this team right now. I mean, again, if you need a reminder of the team that he's playing in, I'm not surprised. Why would he ever want to leave this ridiculous team? But back underway now in what would be his 4th season with Juventus after just winning the Champions League. Why couldn't they go and win it again? I wonder if they will. Again, they win the league title. There is no competition for Juventus in Italy anywhere. They won the Supercoppa, beating Milan on penalties, and they won the Coppa Nazionale as well. They lost the Super Cup though, so Wolfsburg won it. Amazingly, when they won the Super Cup, like, you know, in the first season that Ronaldinho was with Juventus, they also played Wolfsburg, but Wolfsburg beats them this time. Hopefully, maybe they get another crack at them, because Juve win back-to-back Champions Leagues, again getting 4 in the final. This is pretty insane for Ronaldinho now, I swear. This is 4 out of 4 league titles with Juventus, and now 2 Champions League titles. He is doing ridiculously well. 27 years of age, still a few more seasons left before he starts to drop off. His numbers, again, not the highest they've been. 24 goals and 4 assists, though, is still decent. And now we begin the 5th season. Ronaldinho is playing with Juventus. Again, why leave? You're winning the Champions League. No way he'd be going anywhere. But maybe when he gets a bit older, there might be a move on for him potentially. And at the end of this season, again, league title won. We know that. We know that. Oh, yeah, sure. Fucking know what goes down in the Serie A with Juventus bloody dominating it. 2-1 win in the Super Cup for them. But they lose out in the Coppa Nazionale, so it's just one domestic cup for Ronaldinho this season. They won the Super Cup against Barcelona, and they got the Champions League again. That is 3 straight. They have done what Real Madrid have done before. Ajax, I think, only 2 teams have ever been able to do it. They make history. And holy hell did Ronaldinho, after having 2 quieter seasons, blow up this year. 53 goals, 15 assists. Wow. That is the best that he has. That is his career peak right there. That was his best ever season. I'm not even going to bother looking at any other transfer offer to move to any other club. Why would he? It would be out of his mind if he was to leave Juventus right now. I'm waiting for them to either lose finally a league title or absolutely bottle it in the Champions League, something. Or maybe for him to start dropping off an overall. But right now, life is just too good. There's no way he would leave here. And off and rolling we go once again in the year 2030 now. You know, we are getting very close. You know, when he hits 33, that's going to be 15 seasons, and then we'll be done with this simulation. But when will the Champions Leagues stop? When will this ridiculous run of trophies, when will it come to its end? And of course, shocker, Juventus won the league again. Shocker. That is 6 league titles in a row now. Unreal. Piemonte Calcio winning the Supercoppa as well. Did I really just call them Piemonte Calcio? My God. Juventus win the Supercoppa and the Coppa Nazionale. 2 more. They won the Super Cup as well, and oh my God. Have they done the clean sweep here? Champions League is... Oh, they nearly won every single competition, but they don't. Atletico Madrid has beaten them. They are not invincible. They bleed. Unbelievable. Wow. Can't believe it. You know, 4 in a row was there for him, and it has not happened. How unfortunate. Ronaldinho, now 29 years of age, he will surely start to drop off in overall. I guarantee you it will happen eventually. But he's still got 51 goals and 15 assists this season. I reckon next season, maybe if not next season, the season after for sure, we will see that overall finally drop down. And maybe that might start having a bit of an effect depending on how quickly he falls down. But around about that point, you know, eventually the time will come. But now, after a season like that, he still wouldn't go. Only a handful of seasons left. Again, is this Juventus team that has been strong for a while now, they are starting to have a few of their stars drop off in overall and just straight up retire, you know. So maybe there is, a chance that not just Ronaldinho that'll be dropping off in overall, but this team, the quality in general, it might happen. Oh my goodness. Yep, another league title. Sure, cool. Bloody oath. Oh, they lose out. At least Milan gives some sort of a fight in the cup competitions, but why can they never get even close to Juventus in the league? Juve do win at least the Coppa Nazionale. All right, cool. The Champions League, or the Super Cup actually. I think they were in that. No, they weren't. What am I talking about? They lost the Champions League, but they made the final this year, and again they win the Champions League. Maybe the start of a new streak. I don't know, but what is that now? That is a 4th Champions League win now for Ronaldinho. Like, okay, at this point, realistically, with the numbers that he's put up, goals and assist-wise, and now the titles, and the fact that he's also 99 overall, you'd have to probably consider him as the almost absolute GOAT. Like, even if Ronaldo and Messi, you know, with all their successes, genuinely, Ronaldo at this stage would just have to be the GOAT. He's 30 years of age now. He's getting 50 goals a season on average now for the last 3, plus a decent amount of assists to go along with it. Like, dude is probably unequivocally the GOAT at this point. Crazy, man. It's shenanigans. And the insane part is I haven't really even been transferring players in. I've just been keeping their contracts up. So the team that he walked into, it's still the same team after all these seasons. The team is just so strong in some areas, man. Like high 90 rated players, and then you've got a mix of like some low to even 70 rated players. But when you have this many stars on your team, like it's just no surprise, is it? And the fact that most of those 90 rated players are also regens and still quite young, it's no surprise. It really isn't. It's mad. Let's see if he can just absolutely orbit secure his position as the GOAT. Whoa! Okay, so it's still a Juventus League title, but that is the closest it has ever been. Inter Milan nearly did it, but no, Juventus still dominating Serie A. Juventus also won the Super Coppa, the Coppa Nazionale, of course, won by Juventus. Juventus also beat Napoli in the Super Cup, but Juventus didn't even get out of the round of 16, so wow. But regardless, dominated within Italy. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but I genuinely, we're so far into the game, every time I go into the squad hub, the game crashes. I'm not kidding you. So we're going to have to look at his stats in the Serie A and in the Champions League this way. He got 37 goals in Serie A and 12 goals in the Champions League. So let's just say he got, you know, maybe he got some other goals in cup competitions. Let's say he had another 50 goal season. Assist-wise, he had 14 in Serie A, and in the Champions League, he had, if he does pop up, I can't actually see him. Ah, there he is. Okay, he only had the 2. All right, well, fair enough then. Let's just say 16 assists and 50 goals in this season, because I know it's annoying, but like that's just what we'll assume. Me not being able to get into the squad hub without the bloody game crashing is, and I really don't want to demonstrate it, but me being not able to get into the squad hub, I wonder if he's going to end up going, because I don't know where he was at in his contract. But you saw that, right? This is so, this is almost like the game's way of telling me no, he would have left Juventus, because he's in the last year of his contract. Every time I try to give him a new one, the game crashes. You know what I'm going to have to do then? I'm just taking it as a sign. I'm ending the season, moving over to the next one. Ronaldo will become a free agent, basically. And I'm sure that another club will snap him up. We're just going to have to wait and see what club it is. Are you serious? He's gone to Bournemouth. Oh my God. Nah. Alright, maybe it was time for him to move on for Juventus. But he goes to Bournemouth. He goes back to the Premier League. And of all teams, are you kidding me? Well, I tell you what, I've moved over to Bournemouth and I was pleasantly surprised. I've got to be honest with you. Okay, they're nowhere near as good as, let's say, Juventus. Yeah, for sure. But Ronaldinho has joined a team here, which isn't terrible. You've got a 95 rated player up top. It is only his strike partner, or the man that they had up top at Juventus, who was left, obviously, as well after the whole shenanigans. So maybe there was a massive, I don't know, whatever the fuck happened. But basically, few players like Pellegrini, Opperman, some like, you know, youth academy players, some regions that have come through and that are quite decent too. Goalkeepers back up to play. You know, there is, I don't know about the depth in this team for sure, but the starting 11 is pretty solid. And who knows, maybe something can happen. Maybe this is Ronaldinho thinking, you know what, I didn't do well in England. I need to come back and prove I can get it done. I mean, honestly, that's just me trying to make sense of it. The team is not terrible, so it's not, it was bizarre when I first saw, like, really? Bournemouth are the ones that picked him up, and that's where he went. But upon seeing the team, maybe it's not so crazy. However, I don't know. We'll see. Well, sadly for Ronaldinho, the league titles are not going to be super easy to come by. I mean, respectable that Bournemouth finishes in 4th. They get Champions League, so fair play to them. But, you know, we all know that Ronaldinho coming back to a team like this, trying to prove himself in England at Bournemouth was always going to be tricky. Couldn't win the FA Cup. Carabao Cup didn't really go. Oh, no, sorry. I thought they didn't win. Apparently they did. Finally, Ronaldinho wins a title in England, even if it is just the Carabao Cup. And before I kick on with this season with Bournemouth, people, I cannot believe what I am seeing. He's only 31 years of age, but for whatever reason, in this save that has gotten a bit, you know, crazy, let's be honest. I thought it was pretty nuts him joining Bournemouth at all, but no, he's going to retire at the end of this season. At the ripe old age of, he'll be 32. He'll have plenty of playing years left in him if he wanted to, but he's calling it quits. Unbelievable. He's coming back for one last game, or one last season, should I say, in the Premier League with Bournemouth. Let's see if he can maybe win something in England before he retires. I don't know. It's gotten mad toward the end of this. He just dominated for 6 or 7 years and now he's just lost his mind. And ladies and gentlemen, it was to be expected. Ronaldinho's return sadly did not go the way that he would have wanted. Finishing 12th with Bournemouth. What was he thinking? Mate, he has lost his mind. No wonder he's retiring. Maybe it's better off. Couldn't reach the FA Cup final, Carabao Cup final. He couldn't get to that either. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, I'm only just noticing this now. I've just tried to find Ronaldinho. He's not even in the team. Look at this. The team, he's just gone. And normally when you retire at the end of the season. What the fuck happened to Ronaldinho at the end of this? Man, I don't know. He just fucking walked off halfway, if even halfway through the season. I don't know, bro. This career mode save just got fucked toward the end of it. And that will probably do it for that one, people. It had a crazy ass ending, but that was Ronaldinho's reimagined career. If there are any other footballers out there that you want me to do a reimagining of their careers with, just like we've done here with Ronaldinho, let me know in the comment section down below, whether they be an icon in FIFA or someone that isn't even an icon. Maybe say like David Beckham. Just for an example. Yeah, just let me know. But I had a heap of fun with this, and I really hope that I can do it with a few more footballers, because I reckon it'll be interesting just to see what else we could come up with. But until those videos, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later. Bye-bye.